All right, guys, what's up, and welcome to Tactical Ashigarami TV. And here I'm gonna come at you with a little impromptu video here, for the viewers. So, just as a little disclaimer, always do this at the beginning of videos like this, just to kind of set the record straight. There's nothing dangerous in this video, nothing relating to anything harmful. Just for the viewers on the reviewers on YouTube, the people who moderate this stuff, just so you know that there's nothing dangerous in this video as I go forward with this explanation. So I know some of you guys may have found my channel through the Sand Viper video, which is very cool. But I just want to just kind of give you a little bit of a backstory and context into what I'm about to talk about right now in terms of my little situation with the what was my Sand Viper. So just to kind of just talk about where I'm at right now in terms of just the product overall. And I don't know if this is an army situation. It's a little bit weird because at the time, when I did order this, right now we're in 2024, about halfway through. It was late 2022, maybe around December, and at that time, the Sand Viper and all the John Wick stuff just started to kind of roll out through all the mainstream media and stuff like that. So when the Sand Viper was initially announced for sale for Airsoft, it was a big deal. And I think I was one of the first people to get mine in Japan in 2023, early 2023, when I started to make the videos about the whole entire build in itself. So, just kind of thinking back and going back to the performance initially, like, with most stuff, it works really well within the first 6 months, right? Once you get past that 6 month mark, that's when things start to get a little bit hazy. Now, obviously, with the Army stuff, it does come with a lot of these instruction manuals, and they provide all this explanation and troubleshooting guides and stuff like that that you can go through with most of their products, especially the TTI stuff, which is great. And we got the Jewel test, all that good stuff, right? So everything was legal, everything was really cool. What I didn't see initially in the box was a warranty, and the same thing goes for the Pit Viper as well. And I forgot which other one I got from Army. Usually, I don't really see any warranties from them. Um, they are Tokyo model respec, but this particular build was on more the budget aspect of what they were offering, in regards to most of other Tokyo model stuff. And to be honest with you, if you're looking to get your first airsoft setup, you're better off buying a Glock. You're asking for a bunch of problems here that you might not want if you're deciding to go with a purchase like this. Just kind of looking at this whole situation in retrospect. So I would say one of the things that just kind of started to set up some alarm bells maybe was in the summer, probably around July or August, when the loading nozzle, and I think I have, yeah, there's a loading nozzle right here, right? This guy broke. So far, within the span of less than a year, I've been through two of these, and this situation right here, where you have this part of the nub that's broken, that basically comes from basically the reciprocation of the slide with the optic mounted on the slide. The weight every single time whenever the toy, whenever it cycles, every single time the Sand Viper cycles, it's throwing weight back. So that weight literally compromises the quality of the plastic on the loading nozzle. So I've had to replace several of them every single time, literally, going to Airsoft Tiger, because they're basically one of the few vendors that I know that stocks spare loading nozzles for this particular build, which is kind of crazy. Because this is something apparently that does happen. And at the time when I got this, there were no reinforced parts available for the Sand Viper. I don't know why, but this is something I have to talk about right now while it's fresh in my mind, because obviously I'm high off of emotion, and I've been trying to literally reinstall a hammer that's supposed to fit in this, whatever you want to call it, for almost a whole entire day. I spent almost my whole entire day. I wasted my whole day trying to do this. So I'm a little bit annoyed. I'm a little bit upset. So for me personally, I don't know if I would go if I want to continue with the actual build, if I want to pretty much go towards like a high grade series where they have, the steel parts, obviously. The steel hammer is going to be a very big significant difference from the standard. But I guess for me, basically, if I run the Pit Viper, so right now the Pit Viper, we ran it hard for maybe only 1 day. So we won't know what the details are on that within, it'll take at least a year to know where that stands, right? In terms of durability. So we'll run it harder, we'll continue to test it. But from my understanding, the same quality of CNC aluminum, whatever they want to call it, or steel, they say that the components are steel, all the hard internals are steel. That's supposed to hold up. So that's something that will remain to be seen in terms of this particular setup. But as of right now, I literally spent the whole entire day trying to fix this. And it was working 100%. Don't get me wrong. Like, if I didn't change the hammer, I would have been able to use it. But the bottom line is that after maybe 500 shots or so, the loading nozzle would have broke again, or the hammer would have completely had broken off. So playing with it or using it with a broken hammer would have been a hazard to myself or anybody else. So that's, I couldn't do 100%. So what I attempted to do was I attempted to get a hammer. It's somewhere here, one of these. This one is, I don't know what the brand is, 5KU. I got this off of Amazon. Basically, it's supposed to work in Tokyo Marui and Army and High Kappa and High Kappas. That's what it was marketed as. Based on what I've seen compared to the actual frame of the standard hammer, which is somewhere in there, buried, they're roughly the same size. So I don't know if there's a difference. And I watched a couple of videos where I was trying to understand what exactly I was looking at. I don't see a difference here. So if for you guys who are high kappa experts, if you can spot a difference, you can let me know what you think this is. I watched what's this guy's video? Ragnarok Airsoft or whatever he is. I'm gonna look up his channel right now. I've literally been watching this video the whole entire day, dude. And I commented in this guy's comment section because I was just like, yo, I need to know how to do this, because this is extremely hard, and it's one of the reasons why I hate working on these frames and why nobody likes high kappas and everybody's just switching to a Glock. And this right here is exactly why they're doing that. So I literally spent the whole entire day, and I'm not going to play this guy's video for the whole thing, right? Looking at this video, right? This is him, Ragnarok's Airsoft. Looking at this video, okay, that's it for him. Looking at this video, trying to understand exactly what I need to do. And yo, the hammer, well, let me talk about the hammer, right? So the hammer, we're in 2024, right? The hammer cracked during Christmas last year in 2023, which is like 4 months ago. And then about 2 weeks after Christmas, it completely broke in half. This one broke, right? So this is the quality there on the alloy. It's a little bit, as you can see, kind of shoddy, right? It looks like almost like a plastic-y metal. And then you have this one, which is the one I tried to replace it with. But they're both roughly the same, right? So maybe I would have ran into the same issue, but you get the idea. The standard does not have the best parts, but you know, I don't know, what can I say? Are you getting value? I don't think so. Don't expect this thing to last long term. And I'm expecting to have the same problem with the DVCP, because it's in the same price range, maybe a little bit less. And, you have that same skeletonized hammer situation with the other army, right? With this one in particular. So that's gonna break. I don't know how I'm gonna replace that, but I can tell you one thing: I'm not gonna do it myself, and I might just get rid of the whole gun and just not ever buy army. This is this is annoying. I don't like making videos like this because I don't feel like it's a well, it's not a waste of time because this is if I was gonna buy this is the video I'd want to watch, right? And if you can't understand what I'm saying in this video, I apologize because I am amped up. And this is not one of those videos where I'm gonna jump in front of the camera and just show you how cool this thing is because I spent a lot of time trying to fix it. I have a lot of hours running it, and there's a lot of footage with me using it, which is great because you're probably not going to see it on camera ever again. But yeah, the hammer broke with I would say within a year, less than a year or within a year, and within a year I went through at least 3 or 4 loading nozzles, 500 rounds on each loading nozzle. So you can do the math, right? And that's with the weight of the optic on the slide, which I did take off. So right now it's in there. I took my SRO off and I put it somewhere else. So I'll put it towards the side, or I might get rid of it altogether. But as far as this is concerned, what I'm gonna do is I might give away the parts for free. So if you're interested in these parts and you're very good with making and building high kappas and working on things like this, I will give you this. I will give you all these parts in this video for free. I don't want these parts. I don't want them. So if you can fix it, it's yours. I don't care who you are. If you're interested, comment in this comment section. This is not a sale. I'm gonna get rid of this. I don't want. I may or may not get the high grade type if I want to continue to run a Sand Viper, but the likelihood of me doing that is very low because I want to see how the pit's gonna run within the year, and if it's sustainable, then that'll be great, and if it's not, then I'll be making another video like this. So you will know what brands to avoid through me, right? So, sorry for my little rant. I was just supercharged because I literally spent the whole entire day trying to fix this, and I legitimately wasted my whole entire time. My goal originally was I was going to source a hammer. I was going to send the whole thing to somebody else to have them fix it. But I didn't do that, right? I figured I would source the hammer, right? Because if it's Tokyo Marui spec and it's Army spec, right? If you get a hammer, it should fit. If there's some processing, then that's a little bit different. But most drop-in parts do fit. That wasn't the case. This is extremely difficult, and this is the reason why, we have people who do smithing and people who do consultation for things like this. This is very difficult. So it is my fault to an extent because I did decide to take it apart and I decided to, try a guide. Usually it works out for me, but this is one of those situations where it didn't. And I literally spent my last free day trying to fix this instead of making my gameplay video for you guys. So you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer for those gameplays. I'll be busy for the next few weeks. Um, yeah, shout outs to the 615D. It's done now. It's officially I put it to rest with the staccato, baton staccato. And that's it, guys. Drop your comments. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much. Stay up.